The Union Budget for the financial year 2025-26 is scheduled to be presented on February 1, 2025. Union Budget 2025. The Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, in its recommendations for the budget 2025-26, has proposed reducing excise duty on fuel to encourage consumption, particularly among lower-income groups. CII highlighted that high fuel prices significantly contribute to inflation. The industry body also suggested lowering marginal tax rates for individuals earning up to 20 rupees lakh per annum, emphasizing that this measure could initiate a virtuous cycle of increased consumption, higher growth, and improved tax revenues. CII noted the stark gap between the highest marginal tax rate for individuals, at 42.74%, and the standard corporate tax rate, at 25.17%. It argued that inflation has eroded the purchasing power of middle and lower income groups. The central excise duty alone accounts for approximately 21% of the retail price of petrol and 18% for diesel. Since May 2022, these duties have not been adjusted despite a nearly 40% drop in global crude prices. Lowering excise duty on fuel would help reduce overall inflation and increase disposable incomes, the organization stated. CII Director General Chandrajit Banerjee highlighted the importance of domestic consumption to India's growth story, noting that inflationary pressures have diminished consumer purchasing power. Government interventions could focus on enhancing disposable incomes and stimulating spending to sustain economic momentum. Persistent food inflationary pressures particularly impact low-income rural households, who allocate a larger share of their consumption to food, Banerjee added. While rural consumption has shown signs of recovery in recent quarters, Banerjee suggested targeted government interventions such as increasing per-unit benefits under key schemes like MGNREGA's, PM Kisan, and PMAY, along with introducing consumption vouchers to strengthen rural demand. Increasing daily wages under MGNREGA's, raising the minimum wage from 267 rupees to 375 rupees, as recommended by the Expert Committee on Fixing National Minimum Wage in 2017. CII estimated this would require an additional expenditure of 42,000 rupees crore. Enhancing payouts under PM Kisan, raising the annual payout under PM Kisan from 6,000 rupees to 8,000 rupees, which would involve an additional expenditure of 20,000 rupees crore for 10 crore beneficiaries. Revising costs under PMAYG and PMAYU, advocating for an update to unit costs under these housing schemes, which have remained unchanged since their inception. CII proposed the introduction of consumption vouchers targeted at low-income households to stimulate demand for specific goods and services within a set time frame, e.g., 6 to 8 months. The vouchers could be restricted to designated items and made available to Jan Dhan account holders who are not beneficiaries of other welfare schemes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently held discussions with leading economists and sectoral experts to gather inputs for the upcoming budget. The meeting was attended by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, NITI Aayog Vice Chairman Suman Berry, NITI Aayog CEO BVR Subramaniam, Chief Economic Advisor Anantha Nageswaran, and renowned economists, including Surjit Bala and DK Joshi. The Union Budget for the fiscal year 2025-26 is scheduled to be presented on February 1, 2025.